What's going on, guys? It's your boy SQ420 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be speaking about Oppenheimer a little bit, mainly on the sex scene that Florence Pugh was involved in that particular film, okay? Now, we've got people up here that want to go watch the film, all right? But they want to know how to navigate that particular scene, all right? And we got a young lady up here. Let me see if I can get her name. That's Not Love. That's her alias on TikTok, and she's about to give people a little advice on how to navigate said sex scene with Florence Pugh. Now, if you don't know who Florence Pugh is, I had to do this pre-video because right now all you see of Florence Pugh is her with her titties out. Okay, that's it. I mean, and not even in the movie. Not even in the movie. This is just her walking around with her breast out, see-through dresses. It's just like, man, why you out in public butt naked? I mean, I'm trying to figure this thing out. Hey, bud, hey, have we not called it? I said, man, when they talk women's empowerment, it's just being butt naked and a whore in the streets. That's all it is. Okay? Can I be butt naked in the streets? All right? That's what I want. All right? And I don't want nobody to say nothing about it either. Don't objectify me or anything. All right? It's just me and my natural beauty. All right? So this is Florence Pugh right here. Okay? Like I said, I had to be real careful. Had to tiptoe around this. Now, if you don't know her, of course, she's in Oppenheimer. She was also, I think, the lead in Midsommar. She was also in Black Widow. She's been in she's in the MCU now. All right, so she's been on the come up right here recently. And she just kind of came out of nowhere. Look like she's gonna be in Doom Part 2. All right, so she's on the come up, okay? All right, and of course, once you're on the come up, you gotta go and you gotta show everybody what your mama gave you, okay? You know what I'm saying? Show everybody what you're working with, all right? And so we see it right here, okay? So let's move over right over here to this video. And we got the advice up here. And so the question is, for my people on the podcast platforms, the question That's Not Love got asked is, any advice for my husband and I wanting to watch Oppenheimer, but being fully afraid of the Florence Pugh scene everyone is talking about, okay? So we hear that right there. So let's go ahead and let this thing roll out right now.
Okay, so I research everything before we watch it, but especially this movie. Obviously, I heard about it. Yes, we wanted to see it. It has an amazing rating. We prepared ourselves. I didn't know when the scene was going to happen, and I also didn't understand how the scene was happening. I thought it was just several minutes straight of, but it wasn't. It was actually broken up into, like, it would do a flash of that, and then it would do a flash of normal life, and then it would do a flash of the scene, and then it was like very, back and forth. So it was really difficult to avoid it. But obviously my husband and I talk about everything. If we go anywhere or we go see anything, even if it's a concert, movie, an event, we have a game plan. We talk about things like, what if you get triggered? What if I get triggered? Really, the problem isn't what if you get triggered. The problem is, what if I get triggered? Because I don't want my night to be ruined by being triggered by something on a screen. So essentially, what we did was, when the scene came up, when things were happening, he literally closed his eyes and laid his head on my shoulder. Like, if this is my shoulder, like this is my shoulder, he like this. And then I would just like let him know whenever it was over. And it literally, I will tell you what right now, took nothing away from the story. Him not looking at the screen did not change the storyline, did not change anything. Have a plan and talk about it before you go.
No, this woman treats her, whoever this is, like a straight up child. It's like, we gonna go back through this and give this thing a breakdown. Y'all guys heard that? I mean, oh my God, bud. It's like, oh, we discuss everything. What if he gets triggered? What if I get triggered? Well, mainly not him getting triggered. What if I get triggered? Because I'm a bitch, all right? Everything triggers me, okay? There ain't no doubt about it. Everything triggers me. My goodness, but it's like your 6-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there watching a movie, a damn titty pop up. You're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't ready to see no titties yet, son. I mean, you ain't ready to see no full-on sex scene yet, son. Let me slow this down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We try to protect the youth. You know what I'm saying? Don't want their mind wandering too young. But it's a grown-ass man. I'm pretty sure he's seen you, nigga. Hey, y'all had sex. I mean, has he had sex with anybody else? Has he ever seen another titty before, okay? I mean, that's the real question here. And some people might not agree with me on this. They might be like, "Hey, that's real nice of him. They communicate and all." That. I'm like, "Bo, I mean, it treat him like a straight up child. It's a grown ass man. I think I'll be able to navigate this few." And you don't need look. This is on the big screen, okay? The big screen. You don't even see no real pushing and shoving. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like this is the straight up the pornographic material where you just go right to the hub. You know what I'm saying? You see everything happening. But this is on the big screen. All you see is just some skins laying against one another. Might see a tit, might see a butt cheek. My goodness, man. I mean, come on. So let's go ahead. Let's break this thing down right now. Okay, let's go back through it. Let's give it a little bit of a breakdown.
Okay, so I research everything before we watch it, but especially this movie, obviously I
Okay, so that's a red flag right there. All right, a red flag right out of the gate. So I research everything before we watch it, every single thing. All right, now the question here: why is she researching it? Is she researching it to see if it's a good movie or not, or is she researching it to see if it's got any exposed breast or buttocks in it? That's what we want to know. All right, because I don't need my man to see anything else ever again. It's just like Bo. He's seen it before, but it's gonna slip by him. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna slip by. It's gonna be okay. All right. Does he love you? I mean, you know what I'm saying, does he want to be with you? Are you overbearing? All right. She's afraid, maybe, and seen something else, and he been went right to the dark side. They said, "Oh shit, he doesn't. My man done seen the sex scene. He going right to the dark side." Okay. That's what she tried to make it out to be. So that's already a red flag right there. I research everything, every little thing about it. It sounds like she's just trying to figure out if they got any sex scenes in them or not. Is there a titty pop up in here or not? Okay. So when it does, I can kind of know when it is, and I can tell my man to close his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like he damn 7-year old. Come on, cuz, what is this?
heard about it. Yes, we wanted to see it. It has an amazing rating. We prepared ourselves. I didn't know when the scene was going to happen, and I also didn't understand how the scene was happening. I thought it was just several minutes straight of, but it wasn't. It was actually broken up into like it would do a flash of.
Now, if anybody's seen this movie, let me know if all this is true. I haven't seen the movie Oppenheimer yet, but she's going through, and so they were trying to prepare themselves. They're like, "Look, here's our game." Which having a game plan when you go in to watch a movie in a regular theater, I'm just like, why you got a game plan? I mean, you just go watch the movie and say, "Okay, guys, so here's the game plan." The minute it seems like it might start to get hot and heavy, baby, just kind of lean over my way. Keep focused on the film and what they're saying. And then the minute you might see like a little inch of clothing come off, just immediately put your head in my shoulder and just close your eyes. I'll let you know when the coast is clear. You're like, oh my God, man. I mean, my goodness, bud. Hey, look, but this is the way stuff is trending, bud. This is the way men folk are trending. That's just all there is to it. All right. And so, hey, in the future, and we starting to see a little bit now. Women like, man, where all the manly man at? You know what I'm saying? Want somebody ain't a puss. It's like, no, you've done created a whole generation of pusses. Okay. I said, man, that shit gonna take eons for it to turn around. All right. Good luck. That's all I say. I'll be gone. I'll be gone, and by the time I'm gone, ain't no telling what'll be happening by that time. Okay, ain't no telling at all. So let's let this king keep going.
That, and then it would do a flash of normal life, and then it would do a flash of the scene, and then it was like very, back and forth. So it was really difficult to avoid it. But obviously, my husband and I talk about everything. If we go anywhere or we go see anything, even if it's a concert, movie, an event, we have a game plan. We talk about things like.
Okay, so she's gonna go into this whole concept. When we go to watch a movie, a concert, have a game plan. I would think like a game plan of safety. All right. That would be like, stay by my side, you know what I'm saying? If some shit goes awry, I'll do what I can to protect us. I mean, that's about it. What is the game plan we need? I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, and then she goes on to say, if she gets triggered by something, what concert you going to and getting triggered? What type of concert y'all going to? You talking about like somebody singing? You know what I'm saying? So you already know what songs they're singing. So how would you go there and then get triggered? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But hey, look, I can tell you right now, it'd be tough being around this chick. It'd be real tough, man. You know what I'm saying? she'd be like, oh, yeah, well, we're going to the movies. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go watch this. It's like, well, let's do a little research about it. Let's see who all's in it. Oh, what kind of scenes are in it. If there's any nudity, we definitely need to talk about that and how to kind of avoid that. We don't want any of that, She watching the sex scene. That's what I'm trying to figure out. She's sitting there watching Florence Pugh getting them cheeks clapped, trying to figure this thing out. So she watching it. She watching her getting them cheeks clapped, and he over here cowering in her shoulder. I'm just like, hold on a second, cuz this shit is crazy, man.
What if you get triggered? What if I get triggered? Really, the problem isn't what if you get triggered. The problem is what if I get triggered, because I don't.
See that? You see that? It really ain't about you, honey. Because fuck you. All right, it's more about me. All right, because I don't want my night. The hell with you. You know what I'm saying? If you get triggered by something and it's something that I enjoy, you need to just suck it up and move on. Okay, suck it up and move on. But if I get triggered, then you need to go above and beyond to make sure my night's not ruined. Is this serious? I was like, come on, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Is this serious? My goodness, but let's let this thing keep going.
I don't want my night to be ruined by being triggered by something on a screen. So essentially, what we did was, when the scene came up, when things were happening, he literally closed his eyes and laid his head on my shoulder. Like, if this is my shoulder, he like this. And then I
Bo, there ain't no way in this hell or the next. You know what I'm saying? In this hell or the next one. I'm trying to tell you. I go to some movie and the sex scene a titty come out, and she'd be like, honey, could you close your eyes, please? You'd be like, I'm a grown man, ain't I? This is a regular movie. You act like we watching the flick. You know what I'm saying? Like we watching a flick. A flick. You know what I'm saying? One of those things that got 3 X's behind it. Those kind of flicks. It's a regular ass flick. It's a regular ass movie. This ain't a flick. I mean, come on, cuz. It's yeah. This is my shoulder. He just let me know. Let me know when the horror is over, honey. Let me know when the horror is over. Hot breast on the screen. Let me know when the horror is over. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, look, bud. Hey, good luck to folks trying to go out here and date, man. Hey, look, good luck to people. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to you, because my goodness, man. I just seen the pick. Trying to find somebody who ain't insane is a tough task, all right? Currently. That's a tough task. There ain't no doubt about it. So, I mean, I'm extending the, my condolences, all right, the people, because it's going to be tough out here in these streets.
I would just let him know whenever it was over. And it literally, I will tell you what right now, took nothing away from the story. Him not looking at the screen during did not change the storyline, did not change anything.
What did she mouth? She mouthed something. Him not looking at the screen during what? Let me say that again.
Him not looking at the screen during did not change the story.
Y'all see that? It said during doing it. I guess while they were doing it. I don't know why she didn't want to say that out loud. While they're doing it. Oh my goodness, man. Let me let this thing finish out.
Storyline did not change anything. Have a plan and talk about it before you go.
Look, straight up, man. If your woman's in there talking about, let's have a plan, all right? Let's talk about this movie. I heard there was a sex scene in it. What we're going to do in the sex scene. Just be like, look, man, this shit ain't going nowhere, okay? It ain't going nowhere, all right? I mean, there is no plan to have. I'm just going to be watching the movie. It's going to be okay. When Florence Pugh gets up there and a piece of her nipple falls out, okay, and it seems that there's a little pushing and shoving going on when there really ain't, I'm not going to whip my dick out, okay, and start beating on it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't going to pull my whole cock out. So it's like whatever. So, no, I'm not burying my head in your shoulder and waiting for while you watch her getting pounded out. and then you gonna tell me when to open my eyes back up. I am a grown ass man. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I am a grown man. And look, I put some money on it, okay? I put a little bit of change on it. Bo, well, she probably go through the browser and stuff. Man, probably got to be slick. But I guarantee you, Bo, she leave the house. My man be like, she'd be like, honey, I'm going to the grocery store. Oh, yeah, Yeah, I'm going to go to Sam's Club, too. It's like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, you want to go? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just going to stay right here. I'm a little tired. Oh, okay. She leave. Man, be done flip that computer open. Be like, titty. I mean, man, have a titty right up on the screen, bud. Have a tit right up on the screen, bud. How much you want to bet? But you want to bet. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when folks go to lengths and extent and an extent like this, it almost intrigues people's interest in wanting to do that said activity. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of like when you're telling people, "Oh, don't do this, don't do that," it kind of pushes people to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they want to do the opposite. I'll show you. You know what I'm saying? So, ma'am, I'm pretty sure that he's seen another titty before. Okay, another titty. He's probably even seen like real life sex. Okay, he maybe has even had real life sex with somebody else besides you before. Okay, so I don't think this was anything that you needed a game plan about. Obviously, she wasn't triggered. Okay, because she didn't close her eyes. Why didn't she go? She's like, well, I'm gonna endure this sex scene for both of us. Okay, I'm gonna endure this for both of us. I'm gonna use my strength, okay, my will, and endure this for both of us. Is that what you were doing? I mean, come on, man, this shit is ridiculous right here, but and the fact that somebody's asking some advice, any advice for my husband and I wanting to watch Oppenheimer, being fully afraid of the Florence Pugh sex scene. But I mean, really? Come on, cuz. We afraid of it? For what? I mean, goodness, you can't even look up Florence Pugh right now without seeing her titty. And this ain't even in the Oppenheimer movie. This is out in public, out in these streets. She out here butt naked, cuz. Just about. She got see-through dresses on and shit. It's like, where your clothes at? She's like, I got them on. I can see everything though, ma'am. She said exactly. Exactly. That's the way I intended it. You're like, okay, just sound the bell for us, Bo. Just sound the bell. All right. Sound the bell for the world. So I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Do you agree with this lady? Do you agree with what the man did? Cowering his head. The game plans they have set up as far as when they go watch movies and things of that nature. It seems a little, what's the word? Is it narcissistic? Maybe. It might be a little bit of that potentially. But that's what it kind of seems to me. Folks want to talk about being controlling. Men are controlling. Hot damn. This is absolutely to the umpteenth degree controlling. I don't give a damn what triggers you. It's just really more about me because I don't want my night to be ruined. What about my night? What if my night get ruined? Well, the hell with your night. It's like, that's what it kind of sounded like to me. Maybe that's not the case, but that's what it kind of sounded like to me. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.